We are back now with a new parenting trend, hypnotizing your kids. It's raising big questions, and ABC's Mara Schiavocampo goes one-on-one with a mom who is a licensed hypnotherapist.
Exhale all and any tension.
Hypnosis, a clinical technique typically used to treat things like anxiety and pain. But could it also help you put a spell on your kids?
You naturally influence your child anyway. Let's learn how to do it with intention. With your head still, just follow the crystal with your eyes.
Introducing Hypno-Parenting, courtesy of hypnotherapist and mom of 3, Lisa Mackenberg.
Hypnosis and parenting is a natural solution.
That's right, she hypnotizes her kids to deal with everything from performance anxiety to problems focusing. She first started hypnotizing her kids to help them get through the night without wetting the bed. Now it's a staple of her child rearing.
My children are able to use logic and reason. They have a form of diligence or perseverance that you don't see in other children.
Now, let's see it in action.
And take all of the stress, anxiety, fear, and put it into this arm. Now take a deep breath and release.
Lisa's 17-year-old daughter, Raina, has grown up under her mother's spell.
I've always known that my mom has hypnotized me.
And she says it has made a positive impact on her life.
Being able to push back all stress and think about it deeply and do reflecting was a skill that I'm really grateful that my mom taught me, and I think it still influences me a lot today and helped me develop into the person I am right now.
And Mara and Dr. Richard Besser join us now. And Dr. Besser, both of your parents are clinical hypnotists.
They are. They both have used it successfully. So hypnosis, it's a tool where you induce a state where a person is very open to suggestions, and then you give them suggestions to overcome a problem. So it's been used very successfully in helping adults and children overcome anxiety, helping people break bad habits like smoking and biting their nails. But it's not this "you're under my control" kind of thing. It's a tool that can be very effective.
What do you think about using it to parent?
Well, the evidence on the clinical use is really, really strong. I haven't seen that kind of evidence for parenting, and that bothers me a little bit. There are things that we talk about all the time that work in terms of shaping behavior for parenting. Catching your child doing well, doing good, and praising them. I love star charts for school-age kids where you have a goal they're working towards, and every time they do a good behavior, they get a star. And then the last one is being consistent. Say what you mean and then follow through.
Exactly.
Parents on the same page, not idle threats. Those things are really effective.
Because the hypnosis should be left to a trained professional if you get to that point.
I think so.
How much are we talking in terms of cost, Mara?
Now, Mackenberg charges $125 an hour. She says she's done this with more than 1,000 kids over the years. But she says that her and her team can also give parents some hypnosis techniques that they can try at home. Also teach kids themselves some self-hypnosis strategies so that they can deal with this.
Seriously, I joke, do your homework.
She is doing it. It is that same type of process.
Wow.
But she says it's more to get them to do their chores, to perform better, to overcome anxiety and things like that. The real story here, though, she's hypnotizing her husband. That, I think, could be very useful.
That's another segment.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Wow. Can we follow up with that later? I love it.
Self-hypnosis is very effective.
Okay. Very interesting. Very fascinating. Thank you both. Appreciate it.